Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about ICP, and basically it's a uncommon disease that you can get while you're pregnant. I'm kind of making this video to spread awareness because a lot of doctors don't like to diagnose people with ICP because it's uncommon, so they figure, there's no way that you can have it. So basically what ICP is, I'm just going to read the definition off of here. It is a liver disorder which occurs during pregnancy. This condition affects the normal flow of bile. So basically, our bile ends up backing up into our liver, and if it gets into the bloodstream, it can cause harm to the baby, and it can, you can pretty much your baby can be stillbirth because of it. So, 1 in 2 pregnancies in 1,000 are affected by ICP in the United States. So it's not a lot, and it's definitely not common with Black women. So I have no clue how I got it. And that's another thing. They don't know where ICP comes from. You just a luck of the draw. So I was just so happy to get it. So basically, the common symptoms of ICP is itching. So if you itch a lot, and especially on your hands and your feet, that's how you can tell like if you could possibly have ICP. So with me, I believe that I was itching, but I kind of don't remember. But what happened to me was it was a weekend, so I was sleeping in, and I literally like woke up out my sleep because I had like this pain. And it was an upper right pain that I had, and it just wouldn't go away. So I knew something was wrong. Like, I didn't think I was in labor or anything like that. I was only about 20 or 22 weeks. I can't remember the exact number. And I had this pain that just wouldn't go away, and it was just so uncomfortable. Like, I couldn't get comfortable. I couldn't go back to sleep. I couldn't do anything. So I called my mom, and I told her, what was happening, and she was like, oh, you're just fine, you're pregnant, so you're probably just in pain. So I was like, okay. So I sat there for a little bit, and I want to say like 30 minutes later, I was like, I'm about to go to the hospital because I can't, like, it's unbearable, like the pain. So I eventually went to the hospital, and once I got to labor and delivery, they, was pretty much asking me like all type of questions like, what did you eat? What does the pain feel like? Stuff like that. So then one of the doctors came in, and she actually pressed down where I was having the pain at. And when I say it hurts so bad, like, I'm not exaggerating. So she thought that maybe, okay, I have gallstones. So they went into the ultrasound. I didn't have any. So then they was back to square one. So they drew some labs, and they did a liver function test on me. So my liver enzymes were elevated. So then that's when she came in, and she was like, do you itch and stuff like that? And I'm like, I had to think about it. And I'm like, I think I itch a lot. I really didn't think about it. When you're pregnant and people tell you that itching is normal, you don't think about it. So I didn't think about how often I was itching. So I was like, yeah, I can recall itching a lot. Like, I can't tell if it's on my hands and feet, but I know I itch. So that's when she was like, okay, well, you might have ICP. She was like, it's very unlikely that you will have it, but there's still a possibility. But unfortunately, we can't tell you today if you have it, because the hospital that I was at, it takes 13 days to get the test back. So I ended up going out of town. And so by the time I came back, they were able to tell me, yes, you have ICP. So over 10 is, if your bile acids are over 10, that's ICP. So over 40 is severe ICP. So with me, I believe my levels were around 124. I don't remember the exact number. So basically, I had severe ICP, and I'm just like how could I get it? Like, why me? But like I said, unfortunately, no one knows how you can get it. So so once I was told that I have ICP, I was assigned a doctor because at military, like, hospitals and stuff, they give you midwives. So yeah, so I didn't have her anymore. I didn't see her anymore. I was strictly with the high risk doctors. So once you reach 32 weeks, like, that's when you will pretty much have like strict monitoring. Like, I was having non-stress tests twice a week, and then I'll have an ultrasound once a week on top of my regular doctor's appointment. So I was pretty much in the hospital for the rest of my pregnancy. And they tell you with ICP that you don't get it until your 3rd trimester. But I got mine in my 2nd trimester. Like I said, I was like 20 weeks when I went into the hospital and I was having this pain. Some moms have had ICP at like 8 weeks. You know, it just really depends. And most moms, like, you know, you have that one ultrasound where they, you know, tell you everything that's going on. I think it's around like 20 weeks, something like that. So with me being that I was high risk, I had like 2 more of those, which was so annoying. I got tired of being there. I got tired of being at the doctor. I got tired of having all these ultrasounds. I just got so tired of it. And, you know, granted that, you know, I was able to check on the baby and make sure everything was okay. That was a good part, but just being there in the hospital so much, it literally drove me crazy. So with ICP, they also take your baby at 37 weeks because if you go over that, you know, your baby could, the longer you pretty much keep the baby inside, the higher the risk is for you to have a stillbirth baby. So at 37 weeks, they induce you, and they don't like to go past that. I think if you don't have severe ICP, you can maybe go to 38 weeks, but that's kind of pushing it. So that's the other downfall about having it, is they have to take your baby. So I wasn't able to experience going into labor, you know, at home or whatever I'm doing, having contractions, water break. No, none of that. They literally did all that for me in the hospital. So yeah, it's really a lot, and I just wanted to make this video just to bring more people aware of it, because like I said, no one in my family has ever had ICP, or at least not to my knowledge. You know, no one's ever had it. I was the only one that had it, and I don't know why. But some of you moms might be out there itching. You know, some of you might be new moms, or some of you may be expecting, and you could be itching and not know what's going on, and your doctors will literally like tell you that you're just fine, and there could be other things going on. So yeah, I do plan to have more children, even though I did have ICP. And I have up to a 90% chance of getting it again. Some moms get it, some moms don't. Really just depends. I have a 90% chance, and hopefully I'm a part of the 10%, because with ICP, you can have like postpartum issues and stuff like that. So it could be too much on your body. Like there's some moms, I'm in a Facebook group, and they just decided to get their tubes tied right after. They didn't want any more parts of it. So yeah, it's just a choice that you have to make. So yeah, so like I said, if you guys are itching really bad during your pregnancy, make sure you mention it to your doctor, because they will literally, and if they like, no, it can't be that, just demand that they do it, because they can't tell you no at the end of the day. So that's why you have insurance, so they can handle things. So just make sure you fight for yourself at the end of the day. And I was very thankful for the doctors that I had, because they were able to point it out, and I didn't have to fight anybody to get blood work done. So yeah, and the most important thing I would say is there are moms who have literally lost their babies because of ICP, and it's because sometimes they believe that it's undiagnosed, or you know, with ICP you just don't know if you could lose your baby. So although we have like strict monitoring and stuff like that, they pretty much tell us like, this is no guarantee. We're just doing what we can, just in case. So I could have a non-stress test and everything's fine, baby's doing great. I can walk out and 30 minutes later I lose my baby. So like I said, it's a pretty serious disease, and you guys want to make sure that you're getting checked out to make sure if you're itching and stuff like that. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you like the information that was put out, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video, especially women of color, because you could be just like me and have ICP. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.